Hello, and welcome to the BMC Quick Course series. My name is Frank Rhodes, and I'm the Db2 Administrative Products Solutions Architect based out of Austin, Texas. In this session, I'm going to be showing you how to create a Jenkins freestyle project to perform a file transmission to the mainframe using the BMC AMI plugin modules. This is simply a test project to verify that the plugin modules can be executed correctly. You need to already have the BMC AMI DevOps for Db2 product or the BMC AMI SQL Assurance for Db2 product downloaded from the BMC support site, and you have to have already completed the configuration of the AMI DevOps properties file. I will start from the Jenkins dashboard and click the New item from the left side of the display. I'm going to name my project Transmit, and then I will select the freestyle project type and then hit the OK button. Now I'm in the configuration dialog for the project. I want to prompt for some information whenever I run this project. So I'm going to go ahead and select this project is parameterized checkbox, and I will add a string parameter. The first field will be the directory of the file I'll be transmitting to the mainframe. I will go ahead and add a second parameter, and the second field will be the name of the file that I plan to transmit. I will now jump down to the build section for the project. Keep in mind, every AMI DevOps project needs to start with a call to the authentications module. First, I will supply the IP address of the LPAR that we'll be communicating with. I then specify the port number that ZOSMF has been assigned. 32208 is the default port number, but it could be any valid port number. The default started task for ZOSMF is IZU SVR1. If you look for the message IZUG 349I under this started task, you will see the IP address and port number that you are using for your site. Next, I specify the RACF ID and password that I will be using to log on to the mainframe. And then the last item specified is the location and name of the properties file that I have defined for use with the AMI DevOps plugins. Now I go ahead and I pull in the transmission plugin module. Note that I use the labels I defined for the project parameters to pass in some of the values needed by this module. For the mainframe PDS, I use the DDL PDS I had defined in the properties file. If I have only configured the properties file for SQL Assurance, I can specify any existing mainframe PDS name, and I hardcode the member name. The last module that I add to my project is the cleanup module. Please keep in mind, every AMI DevOps project needs to have an authentication module at the beginning and a call to the cleanup module at the end. The project is complete, so I now click the save. So let's go ahead and run the project. I click Build with Parameters. I can now take the defaults that I supplied when I defined the project, or I can override these defaults. Then I click the Build button. So the transmit project begins to run. So let me jump over to the mainframe so I could look for the dataset pointed to by the variable DDL PDS that I have defined in my properties file. I then go look for the member name in that data set, and here's the file that I had transmitted up to the mainframe. I would like to thank you for watching this course, and I hope you found it useful. For more information on any of the BMC mainframe products, please visit the URL shown here.